Hello and welcome to the USA Breaking News. In the Middle East, Wednesday, March 18, 2026, Iran's Supreme National Security Council confirmed that its secretary, Ari Larijani, was killed in an airstrike. The strikes hit a residential building in Paradis, as suburb on the eastern outskirts of Tehran, while Larijani was reportedly visiting his daughter. The council statement noted that Larijani died alongside his son Morteza Larijani, his deputy for security affairs, Arelez Bayati, and several bodyguards. Some reports indicate his daughter, son-in-law, and granddaughter were also killed in the blast. Larijani, a 67 years old philosopher and veteran politician, was widely considered the de facto leader of Iran following the death of Ari Kaumel on February 28. His death removed a key figure who balanced a military strategy with a diplomatic experience. Iran, India, a medical aid shipment. The Iranian embassy in New Delhi confirmed today on March 18 that Iranian-led Crescent Society has received its first shipment of medical aid from India. The embassy expressed gratitude on social media, stating, "We sincerely thank the kind of people of India for the supplies intended to assist a civilian affected by 3 weeks of the conflicts." In France, the Nuclear Policy Council (CPN), chaired by President Macron, meets today on March 18 to reconfirm the revitalization of the national nuclear industry. The council announced additional funding for two smaller modular reactors, SIM-Era Ace, Corregena, and Jimmy, under the France 2013 program. The council noted that these steps are essential to guarantee France's sovereignty, make energy accessible to the French people and our businesses, and combat climate change. In Rwanda, international court clash with Britain, Rwanda and the United Kingdom began 3 days hearing the Permanent Court of Arbitration (PCA). The Hague today, Rwanda is seeking over €100 million, approximately 168 billion Rwandan francs, that it asks London still owes from the scrapped migration deal. Rwanda's submission states the UK's termination of the deal does not change the UK's obligation to pay any amount that was already due and payable. The UK has requested the tribunal dismiss the claims, citing obvious weakness in the legal arguments. In Kenya, Haiti security mission updates on Wednesday, March 18, 2026, a second contingent of 215 Kenyan police officers safety returned to Nairobi from Port-au-Prince. Internal Security Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo, who received the officers alongside Inspector General Kanja, confirmed that his move marks the beginning of a transition and a down phase for the mission, while the original multinational security supports MCC, a mission is winding down. It's a beginning replaced by UN-backed Gang Suppression Force (GCF), more robust 5,500 strong unity. On March 17, it was said that Kenya forces will withdraw gradually through October to allow new troops, specifically from Chad, are currently training in the USA to familiarize themselves within the terrains and take over offensive operations against the Vivi and Samin gang coalition. In the Republic of Congo, on March 18, 2026, the Republic of the Congo faces a dual crisis: political legitimacy and economic instability. Incumbent President Denis secured 50th term with nearly 95% of votes in March 15 election, defined by an opposition boycotts, a nationwide internet blackout, and a Lipot's Coast polling station. This disputed victory extended his 42 years rule alive alongside a critical IMF warning that the nation's public debt has its adventurous 97.2% of GDP, signaling a several official crisis. In sport, the 2025 African Cup of Nations has ended unprecedented legal turmoil following a March 17 ruling by the CAF appeared board which stripped Senegal of their victory and declared Morocco the officials champion with a 3-0 forfeit win, although Senegal original won on the January 18 final 1-0 after extra time. The match was overshadowed by the player walk-off and intense protest over VAR decision, leading to the current disciplinary reversal that places Morocco, Senegal, Nigeria, and Egypt as the top four finishers, respectively, in a response to losing their title of the pitch. The Senegalese Football Federation announced on March 18 that it is escalating the case to the Courts of Arbitration for Sport (CAC) to challenge the forfeiture. In Kenya, WRC Safari Rally triumphed on Sunday, March 15, 2026. Takamoto Katsuta made history by securing his first ever FIA World Rally Championship victory at the Safari Rally Kenya. The emotional wins for Toyota Gazoo Racing marked the first time Japanese driver has won WRC. A Kenya WRC Safari Rally triumph on Sunday, March 15, 2026. Takamoto Katsuta made history by securing his first ever FIA World Rally Championship, a victory at the Safari Rally Kenya. The emotional wins for Toyota Gazoo Racing marked the first time Japanese driver has won WRC allowed since 1992. Team principal Jerry Mati Lativera praised the achievement, stating the whole team is very happy to see Takamoto and Aaron wins this rally. Taka is very good driver, and to see Japanese driver win WRC rally again is a really nice for all us. UEFA Champions League, a round of 16 delivered nights of high drama on Tuesday, March 17, 2026, as 4 team officials secured the places in the quarter four finals. Real Madrid ended Manchester City hopes wins 2-1 pace victory, 5-1 aggregates at the Etihad Stadium, capitalized by Vinicius Junior, Blaise, and a red card for City Bernardo Silva, while Paris Saint-Germain dismissed Chelsea 3-0 at Stamford Bridge to advance with dominance, 8-2 aggregate score. Arsenal keeps English interest alive by defeating Bayern 2-0, 3-1 aggregates behind goals from Eberechi Eze and Declan Rice. But the night's most remarkable feats come in Lisbon, where Sporting CP overturned 3-0 fast-break deficit to clash Bodo Glimt 5-0 after extra time at 5-3 aggregates. Those were the latest regional and international developments. For continued updates, in-depth analysis, and breaking news, stay with the USA New Times, your trusted source for global affairs.